things happen out of the blue. So that's what we wish to present to you. We're taking you on a little bit of an adventure or a trip, and this is a trip in consciousness, we would say to you. It has very little to do with the physical body, if anything. So what we wish to suggest to you is a lot of the things that you're going to encounter are going to happen for you just out of the blue. You'll be sitting around doing something or not doing anything, or just being, if you can imagine, being mindless. Not anything in particular running through the physical brain. You're just in a relaxed state. And all of a sudden you have these flashes, either pictures or intuition or some sense triggers something. So it sets forth a message cycle, we would say to you, an information source. So what we want to suggest to you, if you wish to play with this bit of a spiritual trip, is to imagine yourself meditating, and you have allowed all of the mucky thoughts to disappear, at least most of them, and you manage to get yourself to a very quiet, relaxed state, and there's nothing happening around you. All you hear is just this silence of yourself, and you have this very relaxed, very allowable feeling happening. Now, when you meditate, there are several things that you can do. One of them, if you desire to meditate, you can just meditate just for the quietness of that, just to kind of encounter a little bit of peace that perhaps you don't find anyplace else. But just beyond that point of focus, there is an information source. Allow yourself to get relaxed and go slightly beyond that, and notice the things that happen. Now, it's not just for one or two people. This is easily accessed by anyone, simply by your intent to access information. You can be a little more specific if you wish to be, but what we wish to say is this: why not just try to open it a little bit, just as you're relaxed. Allow your mind to relax and to drift, and then ask for information, just in the intent. You didn't have to speak it out loud. You can do it very quietly and have this inner voice happening for you, and you will ask for some information and sit quietly. Now, we do not say it'll happen to you the next second, and it may take a few sessions to get to that point, but you can reach it. Allow yourself to experience this a little. Just give us 4 or 5 sessions and we will see if we can aid you a little in this. So you're sitting quietly, and all of a sudden it's like something out of the blue happens, a flash of light, a picture, a feeling. Now, one of the first things, if you're new to this, that you will try to do most likely is to kind of reach out and grab this, to have it, to own it, to know what it is. And the moment that you mentally reach out to grab this, it's going to disappear most likely. It's very difficult to access something with a sense of excitement. So simply stay relaxed and let it happen for you. Just see yourself as in a movie theater, simply observing what's on the screen, and allow it to run. Now, usually when you first start, you have these still pictures that goes flash and they disappear, so you have some sense of one picture. But if you play with it a little bit, we suggest to you that it will begin to run. It will begin to have a little bit of action in that. That is information. There is a shorthand, if you will, for information in the consciousness, and it's usually in the form of pictures. It's not so many words, it's not necessarily listening to something, although those can happen also. But we want to play with just the picture version of this right now. As it happens, notice what's happening. Perhaps you have a person in the picture and they're moving about. Now, very gently, allow yourself to access that image, like watching a movie. You may not hear the dialogue, but you will have a feeling about what this person is all about. You will have a feeling whether it is happy or sad, in a hurry, angry. Simply by allowing the picture to run, you have this sense that is transferred to you. Now, we're not saying it is psychic or anything else. We're simply saying that you have that ability, that capacity. It is a given with all human beings. So allow it to happen for you and see what's happening. And do not try to decipher, do not try to make it make sense. What we're doing is just getting in and getting a sense of what this is like. Then, when you are out of your meditation, when it has ran its course, use your memory and remember what it was being given to you. It means something to you. Everything has a cause and effect. You are reaching for a cause of something that's most likely going to happen in your life, or it has something to do with an emotion, has something to do with the way you feel. These are little bits of shorthand that you have access to simply by deciding you want to know a little bit more about yourself. So out of the blue, you're sitting there and you have this picture that spills into your arena. Now perhaps it's just a small picture, but if you play with this just a little, you'll find this will be a life-size picture, and you will be the observer in that. Most of the time you will not see yourself. You're just like a pair of eyes that's observing this picture. And sometimes the figure in the picture may be you, or it may be someone else. But we assure you that it has everything to do with you. Whether it is someone you know or not, it still has everything to do with you. This is your world, this is your picture, this is your experience. So you're having a meditative state, out of the blue, this happens for you. Now, hold on to the method. How you got there, how you felt, how it worked. And it is repeatable again and again. And then a strange thing is going to happen for you. You're going to find that you'll be doing the dishes, doing the lawn mowing, doing something just very routine that doesn't require any logic, any thinking. Then you're going to have these little flashes that happen out of the blue. This is what we're trying for. Trying to get you to allow those pictures to come in, to allow those feelings to come in out of the blue. Now the reason we wish to do it in this physical realm, when you have some idle moments, or we would say when you're not quite so busy mentally, is because this is the clearest form that you're going to find for most of you. This is going to allow you to access those instantly. The things that you need to know in your life for your experiences are going to come in little moments like that, just little flashes, and they mean something. So it is something like dreams, we would say to you. They all mean something. They are an expression of yourself. We propose to you that dreams have more to do with your reality than perhaps this physical world does. Dreams, these little things that happen to you out of the blue, are the primary source of the effect that you will find on this plane that you call physical. So allow those to happen for you, and we will assure you that once you do that, you are on your way to a greater awareness. So is that not something you would like to play with, if you have not already? Now, we realize that many of you are much past that point, and this is very much a primary type of information source. But what we're trying to do is to get everyone so that they're aware that they have this other connection, this other source. And out of the blue, you'll find that it is most fantastic, most dramatic, and a lot of fun. So we wish you happy dreams or happy experiences just out of the blue. You're Alexander.